àwọn olóṣèlú wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ campaign wọn fully just like bí àwa náà ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ rally wa láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà lágbára àwọn tó láyé tó lọ́run. Orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. Mo ti sọ fún yín pé whether I am live or not, iṣẹ́ ń tẹ̀síwájú. A ní láti wá ṣàlàyé fẹ́ni kankan iṣẹ́ tó ń tẹ̀síwájú. Èyí tí wọ́n bá mọ̀ lásìkò tí ó bá yẹ kó lọ ṣe, òun ni kí wọ́n náà máa lọ ṣe. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń fi ààbò Yorùbá nation ní gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ yín, tí ẹ̀ give up, torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn wọ́n ní iyèméjì. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ gbérin àjò kan dání, tó bá ti lè ní iyèméjì, you are already a failure. Àwa tí a jọ wà lórí ìrìn àjò àtàwọn tó sí lórí ẹ̀ tó ń bẹ̀rù, nǹkan kan náà ló máa mú ẹ̀rù kúrò lára. So mo kí yín pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sí the Sunday broadcast lórí ìkànnì wa tí à ń pè ní Koiki Media. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ leaders wa fún akitiyan iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, látara pé ibi tí àwa ọmọ ìran ọmọ aládé ta wà, ibẹ̀ kọ́ la wà lénìí. Òun ló wá ń jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa sáré pé ká lè dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí country tiwa. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa gbà fún wọn, kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa gbàgbọ́ pé ká dá dúró fún ìdíkan àbí ìdíkejì. Ìntẹ́fẹ́ béèrè, ìntẹ́fẹ́ mọ̀, ẹ̀ ń kánjú ni. Ẹ̀ ń kánjú. Mo ti wà lórí program, sọ̀rọ̀ later. Ojú ń kan yín ni, ẹ̀yin má kánjú. Ẹni tó ń gbé ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà ní ẹ má bínú papọ̀ wé níwájú yín. Ẹni tó ń gbéyàwó bọ̀ wá bá tó ń garùn, ìbínú ilé náà rẹ̀ jẹ́ máa gbé, òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ táà ń gbé dání ẹ̀tọ́ wa ní. In tó bá dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ ènìyàn, kò sẹ́ni tó lè gbà lọ́wọ́ yín, àmọ́ tẹ́yin bá fi sílẹ̀ pé kó gbà kúrò lọ́wọ́ yín. Gbogbo àwọn ìlú tí wọ́n kó wa papọ̀, àwọn kọ́ ló máa fún wa lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ wa. Àwa la mọ̀ pé ẹ̀tọ́ wa nìkan ta fẹ́ gbà yìí. So mo kí bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè for his very powerful guide pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dá dúró. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń dúró de ohun yẹn, àmọ́ ohun yẹn ń jáde díẹ̀díẹ̀, but ẹ̀ ń dúró de ọjọ́ kù, kò ní pẹ́. Bí bàbá wa ṣe sọ, how prepared are you pé kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dúró? Àtẹni tó ń gbé lókè òkun, àtẹni tó ń gbé nílé, ìkọ̀kan náà ni gbogbo àjọ fẹ́. Òun náà ni pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí country, àwa ìran ọmọ aládé. Àwọn tó ń ṣòṣèlú náà dá wọn dúró látara pé àwọn náà sì fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà coexist. Ó wá jẹ́ pé àwa àti àwa ń béèrè fún kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dá dúró, àwọn olóṣèlú ń béèrè pé kí Nàìjíríà ṣì máa exist, ó wá pẹ́ ẹni tó máa win láàrin àwa méjèèjì. Lára àwa tájọ́ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation, lára àwa náà ti lọ rí tọ́lọ́n ti pè, lára àwọn olóṣèlú náà ti lọ. So ó ti fi hàn pé bíyàn kan bá ń fi kú dẹ́rù bà wá kò ń ṣe lásìkò yìí mọ́. In tó bá ti lè mọ̀, tá ti lè mọ̀ pé dájúdájú ẹ̀mí tó ń bẹ lára wa yìí fúngbà díẹ̀ ni, ó ti di dandan pé láàrin àwa àtàwọn olóṣèlú tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ 2027 àtàwa tá à ń fẹ́ independent country tiwa, ká dá dúró, ta ni ó máa gbéfe, ó kù sọ́wọ́ ẹ̀mí lọ́wọ́, ó kù sọ́wọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́. Kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ bàbá Akíntóyè nìkan, kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ YSDM, gbogbo ṣiríṣi lolúkálukú ń sọ látara pé à ń wo ọ̀nà wo ló fẹ́ gbà jáde. Ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ gbà jáde yẹn lẹ fẹ́ béèrè. Mo ní ojú ń kan wa ni, ẹ̀yẹn túbọ̀ ṣe sùúrù. Sùúrù tá à ń sọ yẹn kò ní pẹ́ bí bàbá ṣe sọ. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ ń dáùtì pé ṣé ta bá gba ìlú yìí, ǹjẹ́ kò ń ṣe pa tó máa kó sọ́wọ́ àwọn tó ṣe ìṣèlú tẹ́lẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ló ń dórí dẹ́sìkì wa, àmọ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú nítorí àsìkò. Mo sọ fún yín pé kò tí ì débẹ̀, ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá wa tẹ́ ń pè mí lẹ́yìn, ẹ̀yin bàbá, kódà ní gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n ti ṣe meeting in the last 72 hours ní gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ láǹfààní tẹ́rí wa bá sọ̀rọ̀, mo kí yín. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ láǹfààní àti rí wa bá sọ̀rọ̀ kò ń ṣe dandan, èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún, ara wa la jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ni. Kí ó bá dá náà ni, àmọ́ ẹ fẹ́ ohun pé Kóìkì ohun ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa jáde lójoojúmọ́. Mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé àwọn àsìkò máa kan wà kò lè jẹ́ ojoojúmọ́, bọ̀ nígbà tásìkò bá tó, èyí tó bá jẹ́ pé ká jẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́, àwa sọ fún yín. Wọ́n ti fún wa lọ́jọ́, à ń dúró patiently, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń dúró àwa náà ń dúró. Àmọ́ akíkanjú bàbá wa méjèèjì tí gbogbo gbà I am in close contact with them, and all I can say is that we are forging ahead with no planned change. That's all I can tell you. Mo mọ̀ pé òun wò mí, òun yín mú, mo mọ̀ pé òun wò mí, ó fẹ́ wo ọ̀nà yẹn. Mo kí ní gbogbo Áfíríkà, mo kí àwọn ìyàwó mi, mo kí àwọn ọmọ Oòduà. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá gbé dání, it's not about me anymore. Ẹ ti fi ìyà jẹ ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ọmọ ọ̀ràn ọmọ aládé, àwọn ọmọ Oòduà. Ẹ ti confuse wọn, ẹ ti parọ́ fún wọn, and we have been able to give them the last hope. The last hope tó kù ni pé kólúkálukú lọ múra sílẹ̀, ká lọ prepare, torí a máa gba country wa. Èmi ò ní ever doubt it. Bí wọ́n bá doubt it, I cannot come and convince you more than what I have done already in the last 5 years. But in tí mo lè fi dá wa lójú ni pé a ti wà close, bí bàbá mi Professor Akíntóyè ṣe máa ń sọ, our very close to achieve our country. Àwa kan dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kó bọ́ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, kò sí ń tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ, kò sí ń tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe. We will forge ahead with you or without you, especially ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú. Ẹ̀ tó ń tẹ̀ ń pera yín, ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń ràn lára yín ló ń ràn lára tiwa. Ikú tó máa pa yín náà ló máa padà pa wá náà níjọ́ kan. kò sí ẹni tó ní monopoly to violence. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń sọ pé this movement has remained a non-violent. Rally máa dé o, má doubt it. Rally máa dé. Bàbá wa ti sọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́wọ́ fọjọ́. Mo gbọ́ interview yẹn, gbogbo iná lẹ ti gbọ́. I don't have to play it again. Mo kí àwọn tí wọ́n lọ bá bàbá pé wọ́n kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, ìyẹn Dr. Coker àti brother mi tí wọ́n lọ ṣe agbẹnusọ̀rọ̀ fún àyẹ̀wò àbí interview fún professor. Wọ́n bi bàbá pé bàbá ìjọ ògùn ní rally yẹn máa dé. Bàbá ní rally yẹn máa dé bí olè tó fẹ́ wọlé lóru ni. Bọ̀ kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ rally nìkan là ń sọ yìí. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ the point tí Yorùbá máa fi lè declare country wọn out of Nigeria. Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí àmọ́ kò ń ṣe tí wọ́n ń tà lọ́jà. Mo sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ wọnú lé lọ kẹ́ lọ múra sílẹ̀ dáadáa, ẹ padà kẹ́ tún wọnú lé lọ sẹ́ kẹ́ lọ múra sílẹ̀. The battle ahead is not yet ready. I mean, it's not yet ready. Nígbà tá a bá ti jáde, that is when the battle will be ready. Kò tí ready nísìn nítorí pé àìtí bọ́ta. Nígbà tá a bá ti bọ́ta, that is when the real battle, and whatever the battle means to you, láti fi defend pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ Fúlàní là ń sọ yìí. A fẹ́ pa fún Britain pé enough is enough. Àmọ́ Britain máa lo the same set of gimmicks tó ti lò for a very long time. Mo kí wa pé welcome to the show. It's not about how long the show will be today or how long it has been in the past. What matters is that Igbo fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́, Hausa fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́, gbogbo àwọn enemies wa wọ́n ti yí wa ká. We have enemies from all different sides, and they will do whatever they need to do láti make sure pé gbogbo tó máa fi jẹ́ kí Yorùbá ìran ọmọ aládé àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà independent country wa kó wá sí ìmúṣẹ, wọ́n ní kó wá sí ìmúṣẹ. And that is where the battle between us and them. Ilẹ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ wa láti máa jáde. Má ní o fẹ́ jáde ní ìpínlẹ̀ mi. Don't bother. Ìpínlẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti ní a máa jáde ló ti máa jáde. You follow instructions. Àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ gba country kẹ́ tó lè máa sọ pé kí ni the next move. Gbogbo wa la jọ máa ṣe. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tóbi tó lè contain gbogbo wa whatever we want to do. Bóyá politics ló fẹ́ ṣe, business ló fẹ́ ṣe, nǹkan kí nǹkan tó bá àwọn ẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ ṣe òun la máa ṣe. I can assure us that Yoruba will become an independent country. There will be an independent country, and we are getting closer. Bó bá wọn àwọn àgbáyé, let them forge ahead and prepare for the de-amalgamation and the dissolution of Nigeria. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè dá dúró mọ́. Ó wá kù sí mi lọ́wọ́, ó kù sí wọ lọ́wọ́ to make it happen. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé welcome as we forge ahead. Yorùbá tí à ń sọ, ẹ má ẹ̀kẹ́ni kankan confuse wa pẹ̀lú oríṣiríṣi tí mò ń gbọ́. Ẹ má pè ní Yorùbá nation mọ́, orúkọ kan ní ká máa pè é. The most important part is for us to dissolve from Nigeria, and we can all sit together in a national conference and decide the way forward. Hausa kọ́ ló ní ilẹ̀ wa, Fúlàní kọ́ ló ní, APC kọ́ ló ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. PDP kọ́ ló ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, Labour Party kọ́ ló ní. We have the window to stop them now before 2027. 2027 is still 2 years down the line. Mo rí Àtíkù àti Peter Obi wà l'Abuja lẹ́ni. Mo rí Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá àti Àtíkù ní Ọ̀ṣun State. Mo rí Tinubu ní Abuja National Conference. But ẹ lọ sọ fún gbogbo wọn pátá látòkè délẹ̀. APC doesn't own Yoruba land. PDP doesn't own Yoruba land. Labour Party doesn't own Yoruba land. Sowore Party AAC doesn't own Yoruba land. Yoruba land belongs to the indigenous people. And those indigenous people will forge ahead and form their own government and have their own independent country and put their flag across every part of Yoruba land at the appropriate time that is not going to be too long. You should go and forge ahead and prepare for such a day. The day that Nigeria will finally collapse. There will be bloodshed. There's no doubt about it. But the blood of the enemy will be used to clean up the mess. Kò ní jẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tiwa ló máa ta sílẹ̀. Mo kí yín láti gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. I am Olayomi Koiki. As we prepare you for the D-Day.
Ọjọ́ wa lójú, àpárapọ̀ dá dúró, Yorùbá mi sọ mọ́ ọ̀sá, ọ̀pọ̀ Yorùbá pátá, nínú kò náà sọ pé, èdè ọjọ́ wa lójú, àpárapọ̀ dá dúró, Yorùbá mi sọ mọ́ ọ̀sá.
A ń fi àsìkò yìí ṣe ìkéde fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ láti gbáradì fún àwọn ìwọ́de tí ń bọ̀ lọ́nà nípa pàtàkì orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá Nation àti wípé ìdí tí a fi gbọdọ̀ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìpínlẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ìwọ́de yìí náà ni a máa ṣe káàkiri gbogbo ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè bí tí bàbá wa onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Emeritus Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè yóò ṣe olùdarí rẹ̀. Ọdún 2025 yìí náà ni yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀, a sì máa kàn sí wa nípa oṣù àti gbogbo ohun tí a bá fẹ́ mọ̀. Olùkéde Ọláyọmí Kóìkí, agbẹnusọ fún olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho.
Lórí tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àtọ́gbà ẹgbẹ́ Yorùbá àdìgbò rẹ̀ wọ́n láwọn ọ̀gbọ́n ọmọ kíkúrà ní máa kí wa jẹ́ wọ́n máa jẹ ọkọ̀ wa kọ́ máa dà wá láàmú.
Ẹja jáde ẹ máa bọ̀ ń ta ká ṣe ń kí ni o kàtúyàyà let's come out and showcase ourselves.
Mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí as we kickstart the Sunday broadcast. Èdè ní 25/05/2025, the last Sunday in the month of May. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ kú ìsinmi ẹ̀ní, home and in the diaspora. I'm in close contact, like I said, with all our leaders. It's a privilege. Professor Akintoye spoke to me today when he called, and I'll leave it like that. Go and prepare for the D-Day. Moki, every one of us that have been waiting, in the diaspora for your mega rally. From America, Prophet Olugunlowa, as they are preparing the United States biggest outing of the Iranmualade for their independent country and the exit out of Nigeria. Moki, the YSDM, Egbomi Malomo, from Manchester to Birmingham to Newcastle, to Luton to Milton Keynes to London. Kolukalukulo Foshwe Sile, as we will be getting ready to bombard the all embassy across Europe on one demand. And that demand is, speaking on Yoruba, our exit out of Nigeria. Tinubu has not the power to stop it. He can dialogue and negotiate our way out of Nigeria. Tó bá díẹ̀ láti stop ẹ̀, ẹ̀mí ẹ̀gán lè bọ́ sí. Because àwọn alálẹ̀ máa bá gbogbo wọn jà. Anybody that dare try to stop Baba Akintoye, ẹ̀mí wọn yìí máa já sí. Anybody that dare try to stop Igboho as they prepare to forge ahead, ẹ̀yin yín máa bọ́ sí, ẹ̀mí gbogbo yín máa já sínú ẹ̀ pátápátá. We will go ahead without any kind of diplomatic for now. We have done every possible best. We go diplomatic pẹ̀lú àwọn international and the local and Africa and the government. But when you go, and like I've said to you, you will not get an independent Oduduwa country, Yoruba country, Oduduwa Republic, Yoruba Kingdom, just like United Kingdom, Germany, France, China, India, Pakistan, Eritrea, Ethiopia, until you take the bull by the horn. And this is why we are now at a crossroad. The late wife of Baba Akintoye said, and I quote, Baba must complete the job before they join each other at the time when God will take Baba away from us. But for now that Baba is with us at the age of 90, we must all go and put our sleeve up, our trouser fold up. Tí wọ́n bá ti ní kí a jáde, we all troop out and shut down until our demands are met. Many people want to know what happens if your demands are not met. There will finally be an independent Yoruba country out of Nigeria, and there will be bloodshed, and we will still have our country, and Nigeria will die quietly, and we will start rebuilding as Eritrea did after 30 years of civil war. Welcome into the evening broadcast as I take you to another journey and prepare you as Yoruba will become an independent country out of Nigeria. Either they like it or they don't like it. Yoruba will declare and we will exit out of Nigeria at the appropriate time. But we kickstart with our rally, and the next stage will be determined. The United Nations will not be able to stop it, but they can intervene. America will intervene, but they cannot stop it. Ilẹ̀ America kò la fẹ́ gbà, ilẹ̀ Britain kò la fẹ́ gbà. And let's kickstart from here.
Thank you.
We are running a marathon and we need to be a winner. A ti ń sáré láti ọdún márùn-ún títí dìsí. A dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbé cup yẹn. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn ti dá the trap fúnra wọn tó ń ṣàwà láti jẹ́ kí Nigeria coexist. Àwọn wọn là ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. My focus this evening will be on the politicians. Àwọn olóṣèlú ń dẹ trap pé kí 2027 kó lè wáyé. Wọ́n sáré lọ́tún lósì so that 2027 can still become a reality. It is 25 of May 2025. Láti iléeṣẹ́ Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps. Wọ́n dùn lọ́tún lósì pé gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí ó máa jẹ́ kí independent country kó wáyé fún ìran ọmọ aládé kó má wá sí ìmúṣẹ. And that means àwọn gangan ní the front burner and the obstacle tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí country kó wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Láti ìpínlẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n ń ṣakitiyan láti sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé in tó kàn nísìn tún ni pé ká tún lọ renew this fraudulent fake amalgamation tó ń pè ní Britain. Ó wá kù sí àwa tí a ní ànígbà pẹ̀lú wọn láti lọ gbáradì dáadáa. Àwọn olóṣèlú mọ̀ pé wọ́n tó ń tán pera wọn, but in tí wọ́n máa lò òun náà ni security láti threaten gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìlú pé ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn, táwọn bá gbọ́ pé ó darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n pariwo pé wọ́n fẹ́ dá dúró, wọ́n máa wá mú ẹ, wọ́n máa wá gbé ẹ, kódà wá fojú ẹ wọn náà wá gbé ẹ lọ s'Àbújá. Mo tún sọ fún gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú wa láti gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ kankan, láti gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ kankan, that ẹ ní láǹfààní láti sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá tó fẹ́ jáde láti béèrè pé a fẹ́ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí country tiwa, ẹ ní ẹ̀tọ́ kankan mọ́ níjọ́ tí bàbá Akíntóyè bá ti ní ká jáde láti dẹ́rùbà ọmọ Yorùbá kankan mọ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yẹn. Gbogbo tí ẹ bá ti sọ nígbà tá bá ti jáde òfin yín kò ní mú wa mọ́, we will not respect that law from the day tá bá ti jáde. The law becomes invalid. A ní respect ọlọ́pàá kankan tó máa lè náà fi mú ọmọ Yorùbá. A ní respect sójà tó máa náà fi mú wa, and all other security apparatus within Yoruba land. Torí pé a ti wà níbi tí ẹ̀tọ́ wa tí à ń béèrè tí ẹ dá wa lóhùn, ó ti di tí ó ti wà out of your own control. Ẹ sọ fún Abdulrazak, the governor of Kwara State, pé gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń gbé nípínlẹ̀ Kwara tí bàbá wa Professor Akitoye tó bá ti ní ká jáde fún ẹ̀tọ́ wa ní community wa, ọlọ́pàá kan gbọ́dọ̀ mú wọn, ọlọ́pàá kan dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ dá wọn dúró látara pé n tó ń béèrè orí ìpínlẹ̀ yẹn ni wọ́n ti ń béèrè, kò ń ṣe ìpínlẹ̀ míì. Ìpínlẹ̀ yẹn kéré gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ṣe gbọ́ tí ó dẹ̀ ti wà nínú ìwé ìtàn rí, tó dẹ̀ ti ń bẹ láti ọjọ́ tí aláyé ti dáyé, pé Abdulfatai tó jẹ́ gómìnà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ 1960 ni wọ́n bí ẹ. That means pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá jù ẹ lọ. O lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá pé wọ́n lè jáde láti béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ bàbá àti àwọn ìyá ńlá wọn tí ó fi gbé ilẹ̀ yẹn dúró. 1960 tó bí ẹ, ó fi hàn pé ọmọ 65 years nìyẹn. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá jù ẹ lọ. Bí ẹ bá dẹ̀ kọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ gbọ́, gbogbo in tó bá tọ́ tó bá yẹ la máa ṣe fún state yín láti lè dá dúró kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún gómìnà Kwara State àti deputy ẹ̀. Bí mo ti ṣe gbẹ́nulé Kwara, mo wá sọ́dọ̀ Kogi, ìyẹn Ahmed Usman Ododo. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa jáde nílùú Kogi State látara pé wọ́n fẹ́ dádúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. Àwa fi ń sọ fún Olódó pé lóòótọ́ wọ́n ń sọ fún wa pé ilẹ̀ Kogi ilẹ̀ Haúsá ni, kò sí tó jọ, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ni. Àmọ́ gbogbo tí Britain ṣe òun ni pé wọ́n mọ̀ọ́mọ̀, wọ́n ṣèkà, wọ́n ṣe dàbàrú, wọ́n pín bọ́dà, wọ́n yọ síra wọn. Ní Kogi fi ń sọ pé ilẹ̀ Haúsá wọn. Ọmọ 1982 nìyẹn Ahmed Usman Ododo, mo jù ẹ lọ lọ́jọ́ rí. Tí bá pàṣẹ ó jẹ́ kí àṣẹ mi lè lọ lórí ẹ. Àmọ́ in tí mò ń sọ ni pé gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o, bí a bá ti jáde ní Kogi State, ẹ lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ kankan mọ́ láti fi ọlọ́pàá, sójà, navy kẹfì ní ẹfẹ́ fi mú ọmọ Yorùbá ọ̀hún. Bó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, gbogbo tó bá wọn àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní Kogi State wọ́n ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti ṣe, nítorí pé òfin Nàìjíríà à ní tẹ̀lé mọ́ nígbà tá bá ti jáde. Mo wá bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ sí àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ tó tún kù tí a ń pè ní Èkìtì State. Ẹ sọ fún gómìnà tó ń bẹ ní ìlú Èkìtì, ìyẹn gómìnà tó ń bẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí tí a mọ̀ sí Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí, pé àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà, àwọn ọmọ ìrànmọ́ aládé, wọ́n ti dìde pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba ẹ̀tọ́ wọn kúrò lọ́wọ́ Nàìjíríà. Ìwọ ọwọ́ bí ẹni 21st of December 1967, that means pé ọjọ́ orí ò tí ju Nàìjíríà lọ débi pé ó máa ju Yorùbá lọ. Àwọn bàbá bàbá tó bí ẹ, àwọn màmá màmá tó bí ẹ, láwọn gómìnà tí mo ti dárúkọ tẹ́lẹ̀, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ju gbogbo yín lọ. A jẹ́ pé ìntẹ́yìn fẹ́ ni pé ìntàwọn British tó sì ń fẹ́ pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó sì máa pàṣẹ lábẹ́ Britain. Ìyẹn ò ní lè ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ nítorí pé ẹ̀tọ́ wa là ń béèrè lábẹ́ òfin àgbáyé. Àdẹ̀ tí ìrófin ìntàdẹ̀ sì ń béèrè fún kò tí pọ̀. Ìntà sì ń béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ wa ni, right wa ni, and that right will be respected. So ẹ sọ fún gómìnà tó ń bẹ ní Ondo State, I mean Ekiti State, níbi tá a ṣe wà, pé self-determination òun náà ń pè ní inalienable right. Láti gbogbo state yẹn, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa jáde níbẹ̀ láti béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ wọn. Ẹ̀tọ́ tó ń béèrè fún yìí kò ń ṣe pé láti wá fífi dàrú, àmọ́ bí state yẹn bá lo agbára ẹ̀ lórí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, ó ti di dandan pé ọmọ Yorùbá náà máa lo agbára tó bá ní lórí state yẹn. Torí pé n tí a gbọ́ nínú ìtàn ó ní pé state yẹn kò kí ń ṣe ilẹ̀ Haúsá, kò ń ṣe ilẹ̀ Ìgbò, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ló sì ń pè bẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ti di dandan pé kí Abíọ́dún Àbáyọ̀mí Oyèbánjí tó bí ní December 21, 1967 kó mọ̀ dájú pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ń pè bẹ̀ yẹn o, kò ń ṣe ilẹ̀ Ìgbò, kò ń ṣe ilẹ̀ Haúsá. In tí a wá fẹ́ jáde fún ní Èkìtì State òun ni pé láti fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wa hàn, láti sọ fún gbogbo àgbáyé, láti sọ fún ara wa, láti sọ fún gbogbo aráàlú pé nílùú yìí o ẹ ní ẹ̀tọ́ kankan mọ́ láti sọ fún wa pé a gbọ́dọ̀ lọ dúró di 2027. 2027 is no longer in the picture and it has now been thrown out of the box. Bó bá wùn yín kẹ́ gbọ́, bó bá wùn yín kẹ́ náà ní gbọ́. Nígbà tí bàbá wa bá ti pàṣẹ pé ká jáde, ó ti di dandan pé àṣẹ tí yín kò ní lọ lórí tiwa mọ́, àní gbọ́n tẹ́ bá ń sọ. But for now, ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣì ń pàṣẹ as we wait patiently. Please pass this message across to the first three governors that I've mentioned coming out to Ondo State. Gómìnà tó ń bẹ lóńdó lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ òun náà ni wọ́n ń pè ní Lucky Ayédatiwa. Lucky Ayédatiwa is the current governor of Ondo State. And as we know, he is also operating as Ọmọ Yorùbá, but represents Nigeria. Lucky Orimisan Ayédatiwa tó bí ní 1965. Ṣé rí pé gbogbo àwọn tí mò ń dárúkọ yìí àìtí rẹ̀ ni tí ó ju ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ, gbogbo wọn pátá, they are still below the age of Nigeria as well. Because Nigeria tá mọ̀ lẹ́ni, the 1914 fraudulent amalgamation was between 1914 till date. Tabanika wo calculation ẹ̀, a rí pé even all these governors are still not older than what is called Nigeria. Please pass the message on to the state governor that the Yoruba people will be coming out in Ondo State, and our right to self-determination will be respected across all the towns in Ondo State without any intimidation from the governor. The governor is not representing Yoruba people interest apart from the British interest by keeping the one Nigeria, which, whether expired or not, Yoruba land has been in existence for a very long time. Nigeria is only 110 years old. Lucky Ayédatiwa is not even 110 years old. So, àwọn bàbá bàbá, àwọn màmá màmá, the great grandfathers of this particular gentleman are all known as Yorubas before the British fraudulent amalgamation of joining us together. So whoever knows the governor of Ondo State and each of the states that I've mentioned, cut out each of these parts for your state and circulate it to their SSA, their PA, and those that are their deputy governor, that the Yoruba people will come out and demand their right to self-determination, and we don't expect any attack from them. Tiloki Ayedatiwa wants to defend Nigeria interest. Every indigenous Yorubas, and I use the word indigenous because those are the true Yoruba people in the state, would have to defend themselves from the governor that wants to keep Nigeria, that is a fraudulent country put together by British in 1914, interest against the indigenous people, and we will defend ourselves and do whatever is necessary so that our attack from them, or their attack rather, if they're going to attack us, we would have to resist those attacks. We pray that each of these governors will not use British interest against us. If they do, that means they are no longer Yorubas. That means pay Fulani from top to bottom. We hope that they are not Fulanis, and we pray that they are still running the Yoruba or Oduduwa blood in there. But Tiloki Orimisan Ayedatiwa, that took over from the late Governor Akeredolu, may so rest in peace, where many attacks continue even as we speak right now in Ondo State. He cannot defend Yoruba people from Fulani, and he cannot give us our true identity as a governor in the state. So we are not yet to plead, because we are not pleading with any one of them. We are sending a direct message to them. This is a direct message, not a plead. You don't plead to get your freedom from those that wants to keep you together. You send a direct message, and I'm sending a direct message. This message is not coming from Professor Akintoye or Igboho. This message is coming from the Koiki Media platform. Just in case they don't wonder whether this is a message coming from Babakido, no. I am giving them this message ahead so that it will be in record that I came out on the 25th of May 2025 at exactly 18:23 p.m. local time, just to tell them directly that the Yoruba people will be coming out for a mega rally in 2025 to stop the renewal of the British entity called Nigeria again. So, Entebamo Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa to tread carefully with the Yoruba people in Ondo State by trying to say that people will be wrapped up and picked up because they're coming out for their rally across the state. Ni sonto feshele, because monto feshele. But we are prepping them and telling them ahead that they should not use force for anyone or try to intimidate anyone across the state. If they dare do so, Lucky Ayedatiwa will be held responsible for any death or attack on Yoruba people in Ondo State, because that is not Fulani attack anymore. Latibe, I come to the dancing senator, Ademola Adeleke. Again, most of them are below the age of 70 years old. They've done their best, and we are grateful, by running the empire called Nigeria for Britain. But for now, the indigenous people are demanding that that empire will collapse in Osun State by God's grace. And this is also a direct message to the dancing senator Ademola Adeleke, that we will not sit back and look if care is not taken during the rally and our people are intimidated because they're coming out. We will do exactly the other way around as well for you, as you have done to us. But I hope we will not get to that stage, because I know you're a dancing senator. You've lived in America, and I believe your children live in America as well. And your nephew, Davido. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ Davido. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ Davido. Davido Adeleke, the singer, passed this message to him to warn his uncle Adeleke not to dare the Yoruba people in Osun State. I mean every word that I'm speaking right here. If Adeleke dare any one of us, I am also using this opportunity to tell Oni of Ife to warn Adeleke. Oni is a Yoruba king, an Oduduwa king, or whatever they want to call him. And we love him, we respect him, and we will continue to do so. Kọ́má jẹ́ kí Adeleke dànù state yẹn rú. It can have a big impact, even straight to the palace. It's not a threat. It's just a direct message. We are not begging any one of you anymore. We are coming out at the appropriate time very soon. And Osun State will not be left behind. From there, I come down straight to the next state, which is also going to be a state, Tilẹ̀ Yorùbá, tó máa ti ṣe rally. And for those that are saying that lè ṣe rally ní Ọ̀yọ́ state, tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ, anybody that says that a rally will not be held in Ọ̀yọ́ state, we will fight a serious fight with anybody. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Anybody ni mo sọ tó bá ní wọ́n ní gbé rally wọ Ọ̀yọ́ state, ẹ cut mi ní anywhere, ẹ fẹ́ dá ìjà sílẹ̀ nìyẹn, and that fight will bring to your doorstep. Ẹ má doubt tí mo sọ yìí. Ọ̀yọ́ state remain part of Yoruba land. And we are telling Seyi Makinde, as he's going towards his final part of his governorship that he has enjoyed and taken advantage representing the British interest against Yoruba people. Ẹ sọ fún Seyi Makinde, engineer, that call him, that cannot build a single road to connect our villages across Yoruba land. Oyo State, across the 33 local government, there will be people coming out. And we don't expect any intimidation, not from the road transportation people or gbogbo àwọn agbèrò. I don't want to use the word agbèrò because these are Yoruba men and women that are walking around the clock, but most of them have worked in the interest of the politician. We are not coming to attack agbèrò, and we don't expect agbèrò to attack us. We love you, we appreciate you. All the students in Oyo State will also be welcome to come out for the peaceful rally. Láti lè jẹ́ kí ẹ rí ayé gidi gbé that Nigeria has resisted your life from. And that also goes to all the students across the other states that I've mentioned as well. So let us tell Seyi Makinde we are not pegging him. Neither are we pleading with him. We are just sending him a direct message from our platform on behalf of the Yoruba people that have told me to come out and tell him this. That àwọn máa jáde nínú state ẹ̀, and we don't expect military to start rolling out as if we are in the war, because ogun tẹ́jẹ́kẹ́jà ẹ̀já, there's war going on in Sambisa and across every part of Nigeria that we expect the military to have done what they need to do, but they failed to do so. All we are saying right now is that we have come into the conclusion, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà, àwọn ọmọ ìran ọmọ aládé, that we do not want to have anything to do anymore with Nigeria. And that means that Nigeria will no longer be able to control the Yoruba people, the indigenous people of the land. Bí mo ṣe ń pass message yẹn sí Ọ̀yọ́, I come back straight to Dapo Abiodun. They call you the prince. There's nothing wrong. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ ọba ni yín lóòótọ́. And I probably just want to say to the governor of Ogun State, which is my own state, you are going to understand that in the history of Yoruba land or Ijebu, we have never failed to defeat the British. Don't dare to think that you can defend the British interest again in Ogun State. Ogun State has one of the most and also many history, like Era State as well. Kabanika will be taught to establish the papers. And Ogun State is also unique because of our father, one of the most peaceful, loyal, one of the most important figures that told us that Nigeria, as we know it today, is not a nation. I'm passing this message to Dapo Abiodun because Baba Awolowo is also from Ogun State. You might probably not know, but I am reminding him this day. Nigeria is not a nation. It is a mere geographical expression. That means the indigenous people are ready to take their land back. They are no Nigerians. That means we are Kinshe Nigeria. This message is for Dapo Abiodun. In the same sense as they are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigeria is merely a distinctive appellative to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria and those who do not. Anybody that knows the governor of Ogun State that was also born in 1960, Eric people born 1960, they are not even older than Nigeria. And yet, they believe that they can renew Nigeria on our behalf. Àsìkò ti tó. There can still be room for dialogue, like I always say, because we are peace-loving, abiding people that love dialogue. But the benefit dialogue, and you're going to use force from Ogun State to attack those that are coming out for the rally at the appropriate time. What time, I don't know. What day, I have no clue from our leader. Then, the indigenous people will forge ahead to defend themselves from any attack from the governor and his deputy and all his commissioner in the state. And Ogun State, I am from Ogun State. I don't want to expand it too much like I would have loved to. Come up and include to Shejekwe State, lo fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. But ẹ wò wá dáadáa. Àwọn ọmọ tí ẹ tọ́jú tẹ́ ń pè ra yín ní Nàìjíríà, wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún Governor Dapo Abiodun that we now want to have our independent country. Dapo Abiodun's birthday is this month, 29th of May. He was born. Gemini. Nílé parọ́ mọ́ gbogbo ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan débi pé ẹ máa ráyè fi mú ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú state yẹn. The peaceful rally will go ahead in Ogun State across every network in the state. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbé lógun state, tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rù táyà yín já. Dapo Abiodun will not be able to do anything. This is not NSAS. This is not working towards to remain in Nigeria. We are working towards to exit Nigeria. And if anyone there tries to stop, it will be something to affect one and their generation for a very long time. All the governors that I've mentioned till now. Gbogbo yín ẹ dàgbà tó Nigeria. And you cannot tell us what Baba Awolowo has told us about Nigeria, not to talk about what Professor Adebanji, the emeritus, has told us. We are not going to be violent, but we will not sit back, attack and fold our hands. And this is why this broadcast is a very special one. And this is for Ogun State. Unfortunately, this audio has been break into two. Torí pé mo rántí pa data me when I was recording. A call came through and disrupted the length of the broadcast. We will try to join it together as quickly as possible after the broadcast. But tẹ́ bá bá ẹ̀yọ̀kan pàdé, tẹ́ bá ilé ìpàdé, We have already talked about the previous governors, just in case. We come to the final part, that is Lagos State. Sanwo-Olu will complete his tenure as a governor. But he's still the governor, and he will use Lagos to protect the other states, as we have seen before in the past. If we talk about a state that has killed indigenous people, Sanwo-Olu will be held responsible at some point. July 1st, 2021, Jumoke Oyeleke was shot dead from a straight bullet on the order of Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu ò lè lo Lagos State anymore to protect the Europeans, most importantly Britain. I know you know me very well, and you have listened to my broadcast in the past. I know that because I have the evidence that you have. This is not me. This is àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. They're sending a direct message to you from Badagry to Epe to Ikorodu to Ikeja to Agege to Alimosho to Oshodi to Mushin to Lagos Island, Surulere, mainland, that they are coming out for a mega rally. Lodwin, how soon, what date? I'll wait for Babakitoye order before I come out when he has already made his announcement, and I will then do a follow-up. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá mọ Gómìnà Sanwo-Olu, ẹ sọ fún Jamil Sanwo-Olu, a close friend of mine, tell your uncle not to cross the line with the indigenous people that are asking for their right. Ma protect Lagos on behalf of British. Ma lo Lagos State as the weapon from the Dangote and the BUA and the rest of them, and Otedola, and those that we know and those that we don't know, to fight back. Ma lo H2SO4. We cannot be threatened by that. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ Gómìnà Sanwo-Olu, èyí tó máa ń pè rẹ̀ ní point to finger like that. That the Yoruba people, the indigenous Ọmọ Odùduwà, are now determined, extremely determined, to stop the 1914 amalgamation on our land, and Lagos is part of Yoruba land. And if Sanwo-Olu thinks he can use the resources that is also from Yoruba land to fight indigenous people, there will be a total chaos from Lagos to Ogun State, all the way to Oyo, to Osun, to Ondo, to Ekiti, to Kwara, to Kogi. There will be anarchy, there will be crisis across all those states. Please warn him and tell him that the Yoruba people, the Oduduwa people, the Iranmo Alade do not want to remain one Nigeria, because one Nigeria is a fraud. And we are going ahead to have our own independent country. Teba doubted. Let me put it back on record. Gbogbo yín lẹ ní ìdílé. Kì í ṣọ̀lẹ, as some of you might think, because I've been told by my last broadcast that I'm a boss ilé and all that we, some say that there's money in your house. Kò ń ṣe owó tó wà nílé yín la wà after. We're not interested in the money that most of you have kept in the house. The Baruch indigenous people. No. But each and every one of you, as this broadcast that I've done in the past, from governors to senator to House of Reps, all your houses and your family houses have all now been marked across Yoruba land by those that needs to know. And we hope that we will not get to a stage where things will go rough. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọlọ́pàá tẹ́jọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá, I have always come out to say that we will never attack you from the last 5 years, and that still remains the same. a mọ̀ pé ìyà tó ń jẹ̀yìn ló ń jà wá náà. Pain tẹ́ ń go through làwa náà ń go through. Lẹ fi ń ṣe intẹ́ ń ṣe lẹ fi intimidate aráàlú. Tá a bá gbalẹ̀ wa, all that will change. But tó bá rányàn níṣẹ́ ẹrú àfitọmọjẹ ni o. Ó yé yín, ìyẹn mo ṣe fi Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀, mo mọ̀ kó ṣe translate. Tó bá rányàn níṣẹ́ ẹrú àfitọmọjẹ ni. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó máa jáde pátá ní gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ wa, ọlọ́pàá kan gbọ́dọ̀ mú ìbọn tí ó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Bóyá o rò pé bó o bá ṣe àní mú ẹ àní rí ẹ, máa rántí pé àwọn fámílì ẹ, àwọn ọmọ ẹ, ìyàwó ẹ, bó kó wọn lọ sí north, aláwọn èèyàn wa ní north tó ní láti wálé, they would also mark you down. Ẹ má lo weapon fi attack ọmọ Yorùbá. Tó bá ní kẹ́ jáde kẹ́ wá ṣe, you have the right to remove the uniform because Nigeria will dissolve. Nigeria is going through a very, very last stage of its lifespan. And we still want to make you available. Tabadele Leri, yes, a lot of you will be trained again. But tẹ́ bá ní ẹ fẹ́ lo interest ti àwọn governors tí wọ́n máa pàṣẹ fún yín látòkè láti wá fi àtàkì ọmọ Yorùbá nígbà tá bá jáde fún rally, ọmọ Yorùbá would also have no choice to attack you back. I'll repeat that again. Ẹ̀yin ọlọ́pàá gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ state wa, we love you, we appreciate you. Àwọn tó jẹ́ Yorùbá ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Torí àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù máa ṣe tí wọ́n bá rán wọn, àádẹ́ ṣe tó yẹ ká ṣe fáwọn yẹn. Bọ̀ fẹ́yìn ẹ má ṣe. Ẹ má ṣe. And I'll just leave it like that. My name is Olayomi Koiki, popularly known as Koiki Media, speaking on behalf of millions of Yoruba people that have been oppressed by the British 1914 amalgamation that is going to wind down. We are now at the crossroad. And this crossroad means let everybody go and get ready for when we wait patiently without rushing our father for the D-Day. Now that the message has been passed on, this is how far I can go with the broadcast tonight. I have another very important thing to deal with in the next couple of minutes. Have a very good evening.